In today's world, we're so conditioned that the things that we want, we should be able to get it right now as soon as possible. And it's created this false belief in a lot of men's minds where they think, okay, whatever goal I want to achieve, whatever it is, I can do it and I can do it in a really short amount of time. Whether it's, these videos where, just start your own business, just try, doing a few things in the next 30 days, you can be a millionaire. Or, just try these few tips and you'll get like really good results with girls, immediately try this one exercise and you'll build like huge biceps or whatever. And understandably, people do it because it's marketable, it gets a lot of views, it gets people's attention and whatnot, because people want things as fast as possible. But for a lot of these goals that just take a lot of time, where you may not have the, innate born skills to do it, it just takes some time. And a lot of guys are uncomfortable with this. And this is why they restart with every different thing imaginable. Like whether it's business, they have this business idea, they do a whole bunch of, tutorials, take some courses, watch some YouTube videos about it. Like, okay, I'm going to try this, invest some money into it, do everything that they need to, get really hyped up. And then when it doesn't work the first time, it's like, oh, well, I guess this business model doesn't work. Let me go to the next thing. They try the same thing with that one, invest a lot of money, get really hyped up, excited about it. But once they reach this roadblock, they just stop and go to the next thing. They keep restarting. And it's a huge problem I see in a lot of young men, especially, I've done this myself plenty of times because I didn't realize how many tries it took, how much effort it takes to get really good at something. And it's just something, I guess, if you're not prepared for, it's going to really hurt and you're going to keep relapsing. And it's just something that not a lot of people talk about. Because again, it's not very marketable. It's not anything that somebody wants to hear. Everybody wants to believe that they can build their dream physique in just 1 year. But, when you realize that, hey, it may take more like 10 years, maybe a decade, you're like, maybe I don't want to do this. Or like, hey, you can really have a successful business. You're like, oh yeah, I'll just do this in the next 90 days and I'll be rich. But then when they realize it might take a decade to do, it's like, it doesn't sound as attractive. And it's what gets a lot of people tripped up. It's what keeps them in this constant cycle where they try, fail, go back to square one, try, fail, go back to square one, try, fail, goes back to square one. What's been super helpful is just having this mindset that whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, you don't really need to have this time constraint on it. I mean, for some things, obviously, there are going to be time constraints, but it's like, if you're trying to be successful in this business, yeah, you may really want to have it within like the next year, the next 30 days, next 90 days, I don't know. But it's okay if it takes longer. If it takes like 10 years and you get to like a really high level of success in your business, like that's still very good. It's obviously something that you don't want to hear. I know I wouldn't want to hear this like when I was younger, but genuinely, like it's still way better than the alternative, which is, not having any business success. Or if it's like building a physique, building your dream physique, say you're really out of shape, very overweight, or really skinny like I was. It's like if you have this idea, oh yeah, I'm going to build my dream physique within, a year or the next 90 days. It's like, yeah, try more like 10 years or, even longer maybe for some people. Like, it just takes a lot of time. I'm not saying it's going to take that long for you because, there's certainly some things that you can do to quicken your process, like if you're doing things right from the get-go. But my point is, it just takes a long time. Sometimes you just got to be able to deal with that. And if you're so hard set, like, okay, it has to like take 1 year because, this person online said that it's only going to take 1 year and, I've just got to like make it work like that. It's like, no, sometimes it takes a lot longer. If it's a career, it may take some people, as soon as they, graduate, okay, they get this like awesome dream job that they might have wanted. For somebody else, they may not have had those same circumstances. It may take them a couple years to get to that same position. Is it still worth it? I mean, that's up to you. You have to decide, is achieving that thing still worth it? But some things just take a lot of time. Some things take longer than you will want them to take. And you've got to be willing to have that patience to make the progress to actually get there. Because if you keep doing what I did, which is like keep resetting, keep trying or moving to do different things when something doesn't work instantly, you're just wasting a lot of time, energy, and momentum that you could otherwise have been investing into something that eventually will work, given, you just put in enough time, discipline, effort, and keep improving along the way. I'm going to prove this with YouTube because I'm going to keep recording videos, keep improving my process so that eventually things get better and I get more views, more subscribers, all that stuff. I've already proven it with the business time, and now I've just got to keep improving my process so I can, scale that up, make more sales, make more money through it. So, things just get better. Even with my physique, I've been working on this body for I started sometime in middle school, more than 10 years I've been working out and trying to build muscle. But it's only been, maybe past 5 years where I've actually been in the gym and lifting weights and getting more serious about it. But it's if I would have quit in the very beginning stage when, I was kind of making newbie gains, but it was still kind of slow. And I was like, oh, well, I'm not making muscle as fast as I want to. So I'm going to just quit and, focus on doing something else. I'm going to focus on, I don't know, just wearing better clothes and, my game and whatever. And just doing all of these things instead of, building muscle. It's I wouldn't have made the progress and I wouldn't have got to the point where I am now. You've just got to stick to something. You've just got to have that sticking power and be willing to go through that really crappy process. Even if you see other people who, claim that they've gotten there really faster, a lot of the time people just are omitting things just so they can seem impressive and convince other people, well, yeah, do the same thing I did. Cause again, it's really marketable. And even if they did get to that level of success very fast, and they're not holding anything back, that's their journey. It's not your journey. The only thing that's really important is, do you get the things that you want? Do you get the outcomes that you're really after? It doesn't matter what Joe Schmo did. It doesn't matter what, this guy did. It matters what you achieve because it's your life. Obviously, you're watching this video because you want to improve some aspect of your life. It's in your best interest to just pick something, stick with it for the long run. It may take 1 year, may take 5 years, may take a decade. Who cares? As long as you achieve it, as long as it's worth it. I'm assuming you're going to be going after goals that are only really worth it and not some short-term trivial things. If it's worth achieving, it's worth taking the time to do it. Stop being so impatient, and that's going to make the journey a lot easier.